Let me show you how to lay flooring as well as put down quarter round.
Right here in the world, being with you all alone, it's like a dream.
Good morning. Welcome to Miss P's DIY. Always ready to get something done. So this is an example of placing the quarter rounds on top of the flooring. As I mentioned in my previous video, I've been working on changing the flooring look in the room without, making it such an expensive task. So this side of the room still has the flooring up to the baseboard right here. And I'm going to just use this straight piece of board up against it to cut it. So stay tuned and see what I'm speaking of. Okay guys, so I did not have like a long ruler. So what I'm using is actually the wood that you would use to put on the threshold, which can go between that section of the dining room and the living room. And you'll be able to see further along in the video where the seams of the two flooring will need to be, neatly done, just put together. Or you could just, again, use this threshold cover that I'm using. Now, yeah, you can use a straight razor. Some people use like the box cutter. But I use these little pencil size blades that you can get from, the hardware store, because it's a lot easier for me. Being that my hands tend to hurt sometimes from doing so many different projects. But use whatever tool that is going to work best for you. Another tip that I would also say, make sure that you get some knee pads, because I did not have on any knee pads and I had recently injured my knee. So what prompted me to get on this floor and do this, I will never know, but I got it done. All right, so enough about that. Again, go back and you can see where I just have this little section that I need to cut. And as I said before, go at your own pace, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just pressing this wood up as close as possible to the actual flooring so I can have an even cut. And this time I'm going to just go on top. Using the quarter rounds to secure it, as well as you can get some double-sided tape and put up underneath the rug so it doesn't move as well. Sorry about this arm in the way, but your girl is on the floor and she is getting the work done, so she can show you how it can be done. So I've cut a good portion of it off. Now I'm going to just go back again and cut again. If you are confident in your cutting skills, definitely do what you need to do. I'm better with cutting small pieces so that I can see it and make sure that I have my measurements cut close as possible. So just hang on in there with me while I'm working with this. Now this corner right here, the corner part for me is always tricky. What I have found, even with cutting a big piece of it off and then folding it forward, I take my time cutting small pieces out so that, I limit my mistakes. Now this piece right here needs to come out, so I'm going to just pull this on over here. And roll it back. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't cut it all off because, again, I take small cuts. Small cuts. Small cuts. Let you zoom in a little closer. Okay, so you can see where I have cut the flooring down, but it still has, more that needs to come off. So what I'm going to do now is just find the little crease, this gap here on the floor, and get it as close as possible. And then I'll add the quarter round on top. So just hold on 1 minute. So see how I just push it in real close and then just cut. And see, when the quarter round goes on top, it's forgiving. I know I have it on backwards, but just so that you'll see. So that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm not going to bore you all with the entire process of going around the whole room, because it's just going to be repeating of the same thing. But if you just had a question or concern, or you thought about doing this type of thing and you wasn't sure what to do, and of course you don't want to waste your money, always go slow, make small cuts, take your time. And it's okay to start a project, walk away from it, watch YouTube, ask questions, get some tips from other places, and then go back to it. Okay? Okay, so that is what I have completed for today. Now I just have to nail the quarter round on. And that's it.
Right here.